Alright, hey folks, trying to get my videos again going, and I thought let's start checking the OCI Quick Disaster Recovery. I saw this couple weeks back that the new feature came out, so OCI has this full stack disaster recovery, but now for the instances there's a quick DR button as well, that apparently if you just use it, then just for moving instances from one region to another, you can enable the quick DR and it handles it if there's a requirement for that. So in the documentation, basically you can just use the quick DR feature and then you just enable it for the VMs. So let's try it out. This is my second time testing it. I've tested it one time, it failed, so we're gonna try it now if it works the second time, if I was missing some of the setup. So I have my instance here created already. Quick DR is in the Ashburn region, and if I go open the instance, it's just running in a simple VCN, virtual cloud network. I have one block volume attached to it, and then it's just a small shape altogether. You can see the VCN here, and then on the bottom right there's this disaster recovery, and then like advertised they have this activate quick DR button here. So let's click it, see what happens. So now we can create a quick DR configuration, so we could set up a new one, we can update an existing DR configuration. So we are just gonna create a new one, quick DR, and then we'll use it in our existing compartment, and then peer region, I'm just gonna select Phoenix here, and then yeah, the instance names, these apparently I can't choose. Then specify networking details. So let's not create a VCN. I think in reality I would have a VCN obviously with all the firewall settings, everything already running there. But just for the sake of testing this flat out, like how it works, we are not gonna even create a VCN and let the quick DR feature create that. Then advanced options, I could basically use the same fault domain in the peer region, but we'll just keep it as is. Okay, and then I'm gonna click create, and I'm gonna pause the video for the time being so it creates everything. Alright, took us like 3 minutes that everything was set up. So these associated resources, so we can see all these things that you had previously, you had to create manually. So object storage, then the DR plan, everything is created automatically, which is nice. So if I'll take a look, like I also have the VCN here created, which I chose that the system creates it, and then the volume group created as well for the replication. Let's double check error messages, nothing here. Log messages, yeah, so we can see all the log messages here, what it created, basically those resources what we were just looking. And there's a standby DR protection group created in Phoenix as well. And now if I click the overview, let's see, I can see here it's basically this one that we created. There's another one here, it's the one that failed when I was initially testing it, and I think that failing was caused by immediately trying to do the switchover when the block volumes hadn't been replicated yet. So it's actually the failed one is this updating one, which I can't delete. For some reason it's basically hung up here as updating. But anyway, the active one is the one we created just now. If I go here and then yeah, there's the logs, there's the peer compartment, peer DR protection group. Let's see, if I go to plans, nothing there. Plan executions, obviously nothing there. Members, so I have the compute instance, and then I have the volume group here as well. And I could run pre-checks, I could execute the plan and rename this, all of those things. but I'm just gonna pause the video, wait a little bit, and then see that everything is in sync, and we're gonna test this out. So before we hit it off, just wanted to show this one on the Phoenix side. So it's basically the volume group replica that it creates, and you can see here it's basically provisioning it. So now if I would have hit the switchover, obviously this caused the failure. So we're just gonna wait out that this one clears, and then it's active, and then we are gonna try the switchover and see all the other options as well. Alright, now I have the block volume basically replicated here. I can see that the volume group replica membership is stable, and then the replica is available. So I think we should be good on testing the switchover now. Alright, so I'm back in Ashburn in my Quick DR instance. So here again on the bottom right we have the, basically now it shows that the full stack DR is enabled, DR protection groups, we have the Quick DR. So let's click that one, and then let's see what we have. So we should go to the plans, and no plans here, plan executions, nothing here. So I think we need to go in the peer group here. So if we click it, we should land in Phoenix. You can see now we are in Phoenix, and now if I go to plans, now I have the plans here. So there's a drill plan, switchover, and failover plan. So I'd say let's try the switchover plan just to see what happens, and then we'll validate if everything goes smoothly. So let's run the pre-checks first, and then see if they are valid, and then we execute the plan. So I'm just gonna click this one, run pre-check, and let's just click run. Gonna pause the video, and then we're gonna see what happens after this. Alright, so this took around like 8 minutes for the pre-check, and then if we go here in the plan execution groups, we should see the status, and right now it's looking like it's failed. So let's take a look. So volume group went okay now, and then launch pre-check actually failed. So let's see if we can find anything from here. This nicely like here, view log, and then if we take a look, let's see where the error is. Alright, so it's basically here, run pre-check, sudo elevated permissions. So it uses the run command and agent command. So something with the agent failed, and let's see, internal error, sudo permissions. So basically we need to check the run user permissions first. So let me take a look on that, and I'll pause the video and then come back on what we need to enable. Alright, after some debugging and looking at the log file, what we were just looking, where it complained about the run command. So I did some research, and then we're just gonna enable the run command. So basically, as per the instructions, I've added this this file here. You can see the 101 one, and then basically what it has is you can see this run command user basically has a sudo privilege here. Not sure how convenient it is, like not everybody wants to give like full permissions to it, but we're gonna test it, like if this fixes the pre-check, and then we're gonna try this again. So let's see how it goes after adding this file here for the sudoers, and then restarting the cloud agent. Alright, after some pain and suffering, I think now the run command is basically working. So if I'm looking on the instance itself and plugins, I can see that the run command isn't giving any error here. And then if if I look like earlier here on the instance, let's go on the management, and here's my testing. You can see the agent commands what I was running, but here is the pre-check sudo permissions command, which was failing earlier, and now obviously the this one also changed the status now that it started to work. So what I had to do is basically add a dynamic group and then add permissions for that dynamic group to use the agent, which is in the documentation, but I thought like maybe we don't need it for this quick DR, but seems like we do. I'm gonna include that in the post notes, what I'm gonna put out for this test. But now we are gonna run the pre-check again and see what happens. So what is nice now is that the pre-check actually went like within a minute or two. Like last time it timed out after 6 minutes or so. So seems like the issue was with the run command not working. So we can see now here all the pre-checks basically worked. So I think next step now would be just to do the switchover and see how the quick DR works. So let's try it. So I'm now here in the plans. So we again have the failover, start drill plan, and then the switchover plan. So we're just gonna execute the switchover plan now. So let's click here. Let's not run the pre-check this time. And then we're just gonna go ahead and execute the plan. Yeah, nothing here apart from the tags. All right, so I'm just gonna pause the video, and then afterwards we're gonna check out how it looks like. And before it completes, I'm now checking the plan execution groups. So we can see all the steps here, which is really nice. So we can see the volume groups, compute instances, then obviously doing the launch of compute instances, all these things. So let's see how it works. And you can see it started now like stopping the compute instance in Ashburn and then working its way like down on this. All right, so now we can see the DR plan or the switchover worked. So all the steps are in green, succeeded. A couple of the steps are disabled, so terminate the instance of volume groups. But now in Phoenix, if we go to instances, we see our instance here. It's basically just created. It has a new public IP, obviously, given it's in Phoenix, and then let's see, the shape is there, and then it's part of still the protection group. It's up and running, so we should see also the storage. We see the block volume attached here, so it's the instance is up and running. I can connect to it, so this works really smoothly. Just wanna see what if I would switch now to Ashburn, what happens. So we can see our instance now here is stopped like supposed to when there was a switchover. This one, the terminate one, is an old test what I was doing earlier as well. So looks good. Apart from the getting the run command set up first, which I think I missed it in the documentation. It could be maybe in the more visible that you have to set it up, but nevertheless, it's fairly straightforward to set everything up. So just to summarize, does the quick DR work? It absolutely does. You do have to set up the run command first so that the pre-check went through. That I couldn't find in the documentation right away with the quick DR. Maybe it's there, or maybe even in the console there could be something that, hey, you have to set it up, like just like a novice user like me, so that with the disaster recovery, so I would know it. But apart from that, like really smooth, like no manual steps. Basically everything is documented clearly in the console what it does, like all the steps, which I like a lot. So I think if you just need to set up like quick DR, I don't know how useful that is like in reality. Like normally you have to set up obviously the DR network, everything. You want to make sure that everything is in plan. But if you're just setting up an instance, you want to make sure you have like some kind of fallback available. Then Quick DR is there, and I just love that Oracle is bringing these kind of features available for us. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.